Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news in a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL and has the potential to dramatically reshape the NFC East landscape. Reports have just broken that the Dallas Cowboys are actively exploring a trade that could land them Xavier McKinney from the Green Bay Packers. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. McKinney. Isn't he a Packers safety? Well, yes, but the buzz around the league is that the Cowboys are making a serious push to acquire the rising star safety, who's been making waves this season and could be a game changer for this Dallas defense. This isn't just a rumor. It's a well-sourced scoop from some of the most reputable insiders, and the details are compelling enough to get every Cowboys fan excited. Let's set the scene here. The Packers, sitting at 6-4, have been a surprisingly competitive team this season, boasting a defense that's been holding opponents to just over 22 points per game. They're focusing heavily on extending their wide receiver core, and with a cap space of roughly $11 million after some recent moves, they're looking to clear some space. Enter Xavier McKinney. The Cowboys, with about $12 million in cap space, see him as a perfect fit, especially considering their recent struggles with injuries in the secondary. Think about it, adding a ball hawk like McKinney, who's been a rising Pro Bowler, could be a huge boost. McKinney's stats this season are nothing short of impressive. With 42 solo tackles, 15 assists, and a total of 57 combined tackles, he's shown that he's not only versatile but also instinctively aggressive in coverage. He snagged 4 interceptions, broken up 7 passes, and even recorded a sack. His PFF grade hovers around an exceptional 88. Putting him among the top safeties in the league. His coverage rate is a stellar 91%, and he's been effective at limiting big plays with an expected points added per target of -0. 24. His career numbers further cement his status as an ascending star. Nearly 200 solo tackles, 65 assists, 14 interceptions, and minimal injuries. He's been durable, missing only about 10 games. His leadership qualities are also evident, comparable to the impact that someone like Jesse Bates has had with the Falcons, providing that veteran presence and elite coverage ability that the Cowboys desperately need. Now, what would this mean for Dallas? First off, the primary benefit would be an immediate upgrade to their safety position. Currently, the Cowboys have been leaning heavily on Trevon Diggs and Malik Hooker, but injuries and inconsistency have hampered their effectiveness. Hooker, for example, has been sidelined with a hamstring injury, and the depth behind those starters has been somewhat shaky. Bringing in McKinney would not only add depth, but also elevate the entire secondary's performance. His ability to reduce opponent yards per pass attempt from around 6.9 down to approximately 5.8 would be a game changer, an increase of about 24% in coverage EPA, which is huge. Plus, his knack for snagging interceptions, projected to be around 9 for the remainder of the season, and his playmaking instincts could spark turnovers at crucial moments, something the Cowboys have been needing all season long. And let's talk about the impact on team dynamics. McKinney's presence would take pressure off Trevon Diggs and other cornerbacks, allowing them to play more aggressively without the fear of giving up big plays. His ability to make plays in clutch moments would be vital in close games, which the Cowboys have been winning more often lately, but still need to tighten up to make a serious playoff push. The defense, which has seen a reduction from 25.2 points allowed per game to about 20, would further improve with McKinney's ball skills and coverage abilities. His presence could be the difference in turning close games into decisive victories, especially in the postseason where every possession counts. From a statistical standpoint, McKinney's addition could boost the Cowboys' turnover rate significantly. His expected turnover increase of around 10% and the boost in EPA per turnover would help Dallas gain more possessions, potentially leading to more scoring opportunities. On the other side of the ball, the team's offensive line, led by Dak Prescott, has been performing well, but the overall balance and confidence in the secondary would give the Cowboys that extra edge they need to contend deep into the playoffs. Remember, The NFL playoffs are often decided by those critical turnovers and defensive stops, and McKinney's proven ability to make those plays could be the X factor for Dallas. Now, some of you might be wondering about the risk involved in trading a second-round pick in 2026 for a player like McKinney. Well, it's a calculated risk, but one that could pay off handsomely. The Cowboys are known for being strategic about their moves, and acquiring a young, ascending star like McKinney aligns perfectly with their timeline. The team's management clearly sees the potential for him to become a cornerstone of their defense for years to come. Plus, considering the current roster's injury issues and the need to keep pace with NFC contenders like the Eagles and 49ers, this move makes a lot of sense. It's about stacking their chips while they're still in the window to win now. And speaking of the NFC East, this move could shift the balance of power significantly. The Eagles have been dominant this season, but if Dallas manages to bolster their secondary with McKinney, they could tighten their grip on the division. The Giants and Commanders are still rebuilding, but every little edge counts when facing top-tier teams. The Cowboys, with this addition, would not only improve their chances of winning the division, but also bolster their confidence heading into the postseason. It's a move that says loud and clear: Dallas is serious about competing at the highest level and winning their first Super Bowl in over 2 decades. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade also reflects the Cowboys' front office's strategic mindset. They've been patient but assertive in their pursuit of talent this season, balancing cap space, team needs, and future assets. The fact that they're willing to part with a second-round pick in 2026 shows their confidence that McKinney can contribute immediately and long-term. It also underscores their understanding that the margin between playoff success and early exit is razor-thin, and adding a player of McKinney's caliber could be the difference-maker in those tight postseason games. The fans are already buzzing on social media, with many excited about the possibility. Some are calling it a game-changer, a move that could push Dallas over the edge and into serious Super Bowl contention. Others are cautiously optimistic, knowing that trades are always a gamble, but the potential upside here is undeniable. Imagine the Cowboys' secondary with McKinney patrolling the deep middle, making plays, and shoring up the coverage against high-powered offenses in the NFC. It's exactly what this team needs to take that next step, especially with the playoffs looming just around the corner. So what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Are we on the verge of witnessing one of the most impactful trades in recent franchise history? Will McKinney be the missing piece that finally helps Dallas bring home a Lombardi trophy? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. Things are heating up, and the Cowboys are making moves that could define their season. Keep your eyes glued to the latest updates, because this story is far from over, and it's shaping up to be a blockbuster. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Xavier McKinney would make Dallas a legit Super Bowl contender? Or are you concerned about giving up a future draft pick? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. And with moves like this potentially on the horizon, you better believe the Cowboys are set to make some serious noise.